This3DLife. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to This 3D Life, episode 45. My name's Nick Cascarell, and with me, Shano.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay, well, you sound very... Why are you so quiet today?
I got a bad pain.
You got a pain? Well, I have a dilemma.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so today at work, well, it was freezing and snowing and wet and shitty.
I actually wasn't that cold today.
No, but I was outside all day in the snow.
I know, but I mean, like, I was colder in my store than I was when I walked outside.
Yeah, it wasn't so cold today as much as it was just wet. And gross from the snow. But I had this kind of really sad, startling revelation.
What's that?
I believe that I have fallen out of love with music.
Really?
Yeah. Which then made me wildly depressed. Mm-hmm. Because growing up, like, nothing really ever matched that feeling for me. Like, discovering a new record or...
We, like, met, basically, because of music.
Right. And I hate that I, like, have kind of become disconnected with music. And I attribute, I think, a lot of that to the fact that, like... because of what we do with like this 3D life and like all like we're constantly trying to consume media, like everything all the time, that I've like pushed music out, and I want to change that. I want to bring it back. Okay. And like not necessarily like everything that I was heavily listening to when I was younger, but just in general.
Music.
Yeah. I would love to rediscover that feeling of like finding a record and falling in love with it.
Right.
So that's my new goal.
Okay.
Is to re-fall in love with music.
Now, can I ask you, you fell out of love with music or the genre of music that we...
I don't know. I have to figure it out.
Like, do you still get that itch to listen to Pearl Jam?
No, I don't get that itch to listen to anything.
Here, what I'm going to tell you to do, my biggest advice to you is that sometimes instead of listening to the podcasts in the car, put on music.
The problem is that like I said, I have to like consume media like at every chance I can.
Right. Well, just don't.
I know, but I don't
know if it's because I listen to good music all day while I'm at work. That like I don't feel that way.
Yeah, I don't really listen.
It might be because I listen to good music that I like.
I don't really listen to anything at work.
See, like I get Pearl Jam and Nirvana at work. Like I get that.
Right.
Like a Death Cab. Like this like most mainstream thing that I listen to while at work is like Death Cab.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my plan of attack for this is, but I need to do something about it because it made me so depressed. Like realizing that I just like don't get excited. That
depresses me because, like I said, we met.
Yeah.
Due to like a huge music scene out here.
Yeah. So I'll figure it out. I got to figure it out. And I mean, I generally hate when you ask someone like what they like and they tell you everything. But I feel like I like a little bit of everything.
I do like everything.
People
are like, I don't like country.
No, there's.
I like everything but country. It's like, I think people discredit country a lot because of what this newfangled country music sounds like.
Well, I think what a lot of people really hate is like
popular country,
right? Radio country, like,
which is bad
for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like occasionally, like a lot of times at work, like country will be not due to my doing. You know, it's not my doing, but
coworkers.
Like right. I work construction, so if you can imagine, like
the country.
Yeah, it's either like classic rock, which like I totally get down on, or country, or depending on who's in charge of the radio, it'll be like top 40 pop.
That's my dad.
Yeah, like
my dad loves himself some top 40.
And like I totally every once in a while will be like really into some top 40. Like
some of it's pretty good.
Some top 40 pop. Like I'll be like, this is really good. Right. Like, but I don't know. I gotta find something. I don't know what it is. Like
now, can I ask you? Are you being influenced by Peyton Sawyer?
No. See, this happened today when what song was it? Something came on. We were listening to classic rock today, and I like had this rush of like, holy shit, I haven't listened to this song in so fucking long. Right. And then I was like, oh my God, I remember when I fucking first heard this fucking song.
Right.
And then in my head, I was like, holy shit, I remember when I first heard like Johnny Cash live in San Quentin and like falling in love with that record.
We have that record.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. It's not that I don't have these things like on my computer. I have some plans
of attack for this.
It's just a lot of, I think what it is I've forced myself to consume things that, and like, you know, like you said, like podcasts and videos online and reading articles and all this stuff that I've like in the scramble of trying to consume everything all at once, like
you missed something.
I pushed music out.
Right.
Like, and that was it. And I mean, a lot of that is attributed, I got kind of burnt out on, we used to go to see a lot of bands and do that a lot. And we
got burnt out on the scene.
Right. On the, like specifically of what music we were going to see a lot of. But maybe like change that, like breaking out of my shell in that sense and going to see live music that I normally wouldn't go see. Like the other day we were talking with Steve and I said, you know what I think would be really neat to go see is to go, like, I do not like listen to like dance music and stuff, but I think it might be really neat to like go see like Skrillex or something.
Well, do you want to? Mega Ran is playing on
I want to go to that so fucking bad. I mean, we go to some hip hop shows and stuff. So I do want to go.
Do you want to go on Saturday if it's not sold out?
Maybe. And the weather.
It's not supposed to be bad on Saturday.
All right.
V-Day, I don't think.
Well, then maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll go see Mega Ran, which would be fucking awesome.
Then we'll see him again at PAX East.
Yeah, which would be double fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my thought today was like, yeah, I need to refocus.
This makes me sad.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what will fix it.
Okay.
And maybe not even necessarily finding new things, but like rediscovering records that I used to love when I was younger, and then like kind of like either grew out of.
I got some plans for attack.
You like either grew out of, or like quote grew out of, because you think when you're younger that you're growing out of things, and then when you're older you're like, why did I stop listening to that? Because it was fucking awesome.
That's how I feel about Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really have anything to do. The only thing it really has to do with what we talk about here is that I feel like because of what I do here, it has forced me to push out.
Right.
Just there's so much, like, and that's the problem. That is the problem with like, as great as it is that there's so much of this shit on the internet and on, you know, like it's so fucking awesome that like, you know, superhero movies and everyone knows who these fucking superheroes are now, and like, you know, like this form of media, like a podcast, like is a lot more common in like your everyday life than it used to be even a year ago.
Right.
Like more people know about what that is.
Right.
I mean, even still now, like when me and you tell people like, oh, we have a show that we like an on.
I do explain to a 73-year-old customer today.
Right.
What a podcast.
Right. Was. It's I best describe it as like an online radio show that you can listen to.
I just tell them it's a radio show. Right. It's a pre-recorded radio show.
Like that's how I described it to like the guys at work at first.
Right.
Was like, oh, I do like an online radio show. Like, right. Because I mean that is what it is, but as soon as you call it a podcast, people are like, I don't know what this is. But anyway, yeah.
I think I told her, I was like, it's like The Moth.
Okay, there you go. That's like, I mean, The Moth, you can download The Moth in podcast form.
Exactly,
like,
and that's what I said to her, and she goes, oh, okay.
Perfect, right. No, it honestly, like, it is like an NPR segment. Like, that's like what a podcast is.
Right.
It just so happens to be, like, you talk about different things. Mm-hmm. But, anyway.
Moving on?
Yeah, okay. Let's get the regular Real Deal show.
Okay. So this week, we did some stuff. Mainly, I did some stuff.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't really participate.
Because, let's be honest, I have a serious problem. And my serious problem is that I love teen drama shows.
Like One Tree Hill.
I fucking... Like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is my favorite show of all time. And it is my favorite show not because they fight monsters and, like, all this stuff. Because I love the fucking teen drama.
The corny
like, yeah,
drama.
I fucking love it. And Shauna started watching One Tree Hill on. I assume you watched it when you were younger.
Well, a little bit.
Right. But now it's on. The whole series is on Netflix. Shauna started watching it. And I was like, "What is this fucking bullshit you're watching?" And she was watching it. And then during the snowstorm is really when.
Yeah.
Because she watched it all fucking day because we were trapped in the house, and I was like.
When you were outnumbered, it's not like I commandeered the TV.
Right.
We had someone stuck.
We had someone over, and you guys were watching it, and I was like on my Vita and on my computer, and kind of like, and then I found myself like
engaged,
totally fucking engaged, and I'm so fucking hooked on the show.
Went back and started rewatching it, caught up. You got to where I am, like three times faster.
Oh, so fast! Like, I mean. When I rewatched Buffy, like when I rediscovered
when it was put on Netflix.
When it got put on Netflix, right. I powered through that like crazy fast.
Not as fast as you did One Tree Hill.
I mean,
I can attribute a lot of that to the fact that you had no work because of the snow.
No work because of the snow, and I was able to skip pretty much a whole season from what you guys watched that one day. I was able to like not have to watch like season 4 or something because we basically watched the whole thing like over those 2 days.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I played like the Battlefield Hardline beta.
Right, which I have on here. Talk to me about it.
We'll talk about Battlefield Hardline beta that I played for literally like 4 minutes.
Yeah, talk about it though.
But in like the actual 5 minutes that I played, because it unfortunately I know that it had something ridiculous, like 6 million players on the beta.
Huge.
Which is like crazy. It's like bigger than the Destiny beta was.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking huge. I think they were having a little bit of problems because I kept like crashing. It crashed like 2 times after you went downstairs.
Oh, okay.
But what I played of it, and I obviously don't hold anything against it because it's a beta and that's what they're testing.
Right.
But what I played of it, it seems way better than Battlefield 4 was.
Mm-hmm.
I really like. Obviously, people keep calling it like Payday with a budget. Is like what the game is. They're like if the game Payday had like a big budget, it would be Battlefield Hardline. Like that's what it's called, Hardline.
Yes.
Okay. I was just like, oh, that doesn't sound right. But so basically, for anyone that doesn't know. Like Battlefield decided that they weren't going to do war anymore, which is fucking cool because
I play enough of that.
Right? Yeah, there's like enough of those games, and like they decided they were going to do cops and robbers. Like basically, that's like a dumb. It's like SWAT teams versus like these like big heists, and you know that's one of the game modes is heist mode, and you're like trying to steal from a bank and escape.
Right,
is basically it. Which is cool. It's different. It's new. But it's still Battlefield. You know what I mean? Like, you still have, like, someone that repairs vehicles and someone that is a medic and someone that's a sniper that has traps and someone that has,
I feel like heists don't have medics.
I don't know. That's what is in the game.
I know, but you know what I mean?
Like, if you were to, like, watch a heist.
I'm not... or if I was participating in one.
You wouldn't think to...
I wouldn't be like, we need a nurse.
Well, you know, that might not be a bad idea.
I guess.
But
isn't the point to just not get shot?
Well, that's the hope.
You're in and out.
Well, that's the hope is that you're.
How far away do the police start?
In the game?
Yeah, like do they start far?
It's like Battlefield. You're like on either side.
You're not like at the station waiting to get the call.
No, you're on either side of the map. That would have been fucking cool if it was like a big open world and there were different places that. I mean, this is like the most ambitious fucking game that I've had.
I don't even know how that would work.
Giant open world. There's a bunch of different banks. You guys can decide which one to rob, and the cops just have to wait and find out.
You gotta fuck up.
Yeah,
and then the cops just end up sitting there.
Yeah,
filing papers.
Yeah, that game's not ambitious at all. But it seems really cool. I'm excited for it. I think I'm gonna get it. I am undecided, but I might
as well.
Might get it.
We didn't get Call of Duty.
We didn't end up getting Call of Duty, which I'm kind of bummed about because I'm gonna wait till it's like cheap pre-owned so I can just fucking crush the campaign.
When does that happen? Call of Duty games.
They like
hold on.
It's like the next one comes out. Yeah. But I do because I want to play the campaign in it. But the campaign, everything they've shown for the campaign on Hardline looks cool.
Yeah.
It's like a cop drama, like
I like that.
Yeah, it's fucking badass. But the beta was neat, from what I played with it. Like I obviously need more time with it because I instead of playing it like the 8 times where I sat down and was like, I should really play this or more of Dying Light or Apotheon or Game of Thrones episode 2 or like the 800 things that I was like, I'll just watch Netflix.
Right.
Like, which is a serious problem that I have. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, I agree.
But so that was Battlefield. I think it's going to be very fun from what I played.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I played Game of Thrones episode 2.
You did.
Yeah. I can honestly say that I would rather
poke my eyes out with pencils.
No, I would rather sit down and play Telltale Game of Thrones than watch another season of that show.
I've been saying it. The show's overrated.
You know that I'm not, as someone who read all of the books, and that's not, like I've said before on this show so many times, it's not slighting people who didn't read the books. The books are just
better.
It's not like they're just better, though.
It's like a different experience.
It's like a
better experience.
Like, I don't even care to watch that show. The only reason I do is because I feel like I have to. Like, I'm obligated to.
Right.
And this might be the last season I watch. Because The Winds of Winter, the next book, isn't coming out this year.
So what are they going to do?
Well, the show is about to pass The Winds of Winter.
How, like...
So, I just don't care to...
To be honest, though, like, that's kind of bad on fucking R.R. Martin. Like, the dude knows how fucking popular this shit is, and he knows that it is wildly popular and doing, like, so well. So I don't understand... Like, he knows that the show is getting to a certain point, and obviously the guy's fucking busy, like, doing, like, press and stuff.
And
but,
old.
But fuck that.
Well, he has health problems. Like, he spent, like, a lot of last year in the hospital.
What else are you going to do in the hospital? Write your damn book, motherfucker, and just get that stupid shit out. Because now they're going to start making shit up for the show.
Or spoiling the book, which they did last season.
Right, and it's fucking bullshit for people that have been, like, invested in these books. I don't know. I just think that if he can't finish writing the book, they should fucking hand it off to someone that's going to. Like, the publishing company should be like...
I think that would ruin it. I personally would rather wait until the end of days to read
so
that
are you
book.
just gonna, like, stop watching the show?
I'm gonna stop watching the show until it comes out.
Well, I feel like you might see a lot of people not watching the show anymore.
I mean, I don't really care to watch the show anyway.
Right. I mean...
They're taking a lot of really creepy liberties. But also, I have Telltale Game of Thrones now, which focuses on something that the show neglects, which is anything that isn't Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah, but they're like forcing
except she's in it. Yeah.
Was she in episode 2?
No, I don't know. No. They talk about her a couple times. Foreshadow. Jon Snow's in this episode.
Sweet.
He looks terrible. Like the character. But it's weird though. It looks just like him.
Does it?
Yeah. I don't know, but the episode was cool. There's this one sequence where you're trying to convince someone.
Well, don't spoil nothing here.
It's a betrothal, and you're trying to convince them to stick with it.
Okay.
And it is fucking hard.
Yeah.
The statistic,
like, no
you know
what.
how Telltale gives you statistics at the end? It's like you and 95.1% failed or lost the betrothal. And it's like, really? So IGN even put out an article that was like, this is how you do it.
Oh, yeah.
This is what you say to keep it. I might go back and replay the episode and follow.
It's like that important.
I personally feel it's important. But that's because I know Game of Thrones lore and I know that betrothals are always important. Huh. So if you haven't played it yet, try not to fuck it up when it comes.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, seriously. I fucked it up. I was like, what? I was a smooth talking. But it was a good episode. It was very, like, the first thing that happens, if you had played episode 1 already, the first thing that happens is huge. Huge.
Oh, is it?
Big. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, this is so cool.
I mean, that's kind of how the show operates, is like they have these like big things happen, like at the beginning and end, and the middle of the episode is like the most boring.
That's how Telltale works too.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the most boring fucking dog shit thing I have to sit through.
This isn't, that's why, I don't know. I mean, I also, like you said, something else that you're sick of, I would rather play Telltale Walking Dead than watch the show.
Yeah, so like...
Also, I find those characters more appealing anyway.
What, in the Telltale?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do everything they fucking touch usually...
Amazing.
Yeah. We didn't watch The Walking Dead.
I did.
You watched it today. last night
we watched One Tree Hill instead.
Right, watch One Tree Hill instead because it is a better show. Yeah, that's right. I fucking said it. The Walking Dead?
I did watch The Walking Dead. It was
Shauna
a fantastic episode.
Was like, do you want to watch The Walking Dead? And I looked at her and I so earnestly and honestly responded with, I honestly don't care if we ever watch that show again. And I honestly feel that way. I'm just really, it's been hard for me to stick through that show this whole, like,
I know.
I like trail through it. I'm not really super invested. I'm so bored. I don't know. It might be that I finally have hit the zombie wall where I just don't care. I don't like. We got Dying Light, and I was like super on it for a minute. I don't know if I'm even really.
I like that game more for the play.
Right, the play is very good, but like the whole it's so played. I'm so tired of the zombie thing, and like so many people try and make it different, but it's all the fucking same. They're like, well, ours is different because like they do this, and it's like that's the fucking same. Like it's all the same,
right?
And the stories are all the same, and the whatever.
Sunset Overdrive is basically zombies.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the same.
Love that game.
The game's good, but the gameplay in that game is like drastically different than
a zombie game.
Like,
anyway,
I don't know if I'm like done with the zombie thing or just done with The Walking Dead or done with I don't know what it is, but well,
that episode was good. I won't spoil it for anybody because there's a big twist.
Well, don't worry. If you go on Twitter ever, like 5 minutes after the episode's aired, everyone has no problem just being like, well, this fucking happened and this person's dead and this person now has wings and this person is a leprechaun. Like,
who has a leprechaun?
See, you obviously didn't read
Twitter. Is it Carl?
Yeah. But it like Twitter's the worst. Like I didn't really have any interest in going to watch the episode, and I was like mad that people were like just fucking tweeting out because it's just like, what if it was something I did want to watch?
Right.
Like that's so fucking obnoxious. People are so obnoxious. And then people's thought process is like, well, if you don't want it spoiled, fucking watch it when it airs. And it's like, people have things going. Not like we had things going on again, but I didn't really want to watch it. It's in general, the spoiling shit on Twitter is painful.
Just don't spoil things.
Yeah, it's just fucking
rude. If you
rude.
do, put a disclaimer.
Yeah, or apologize, or you know what I mean? Like sometimes on here we'll accidentally spoil shit, but it's like I'm not intentionally spoiling, you know what I mean? I'm not
trying to ruin your day.
Right, yeah, and if I do, I'm usually like, oh, fuck me, sorry for the spoiler. But like, I don't know. I didn't even care about the last night's episode or what happens, whatever, and I was still like, really? Like,
it was a good episode. It was more of a good not because of the twist. If you've watched it, like, that's a cool twist and all, but, like, that's not...
Twist in a cone with Jimmy's?
That's my shit.
I know it is.
Except you won't let me eat...
With nonpareils?
A cone.
Yeah, because it's a fucking mess. It's like if you gave a cone of ice to, like, a dog. Like, it's everywhere.
Anyway, the episode was cooler because of how it was shot. It was very different from... the normal like formula. Yeah, I liked it. That being said, I don't give a fuck about the characters anymore.
That's what I mean. I don't care about I don't care anything like about what's going on in the show.
Right. Well, I played more Dying Light this week. Okay. I played more Dying Light this week. I am still enjoying that game. It's just that like I don't have time to sit down and play anything during the week. I only get to play stuff on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I have
because we do this stuff and the blog and the
and
everything.
I have work.
Right. Yeah, but I mean on top of it,
and I
like
work
you
45
get home,
hours a week.
Yeah, and you
Monday
edit articles
Friday.
and you
Yeah, exactly. Or I just want to sleep. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I played.
What are
more.
you saying?
I'm just saying that I'm burnt out and that I played more Dying Light because I feel like I haven't gotten through a game in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like played a game start to finish in a couple months.
2 weeks.
I know.
The Order.
I know.
I will be playing that beginning. I will not be doing I'm going to play this and not play it. I'm going to fucking crush that game.
I want to beat Dying Light.
Go for it.
If I can. It's just going to take me.
That game's having issues with trophies.
See, I'm not a trophy
I
hog,
know.
though.
But what I'm now that we're talking about Dying Light, apparently, allegedly, it is having issues with trophies where people are doing like the clear all the safe houses and the trophy's not popping, clear all the side quests and the trophy's not popping, like whatever, anything that's like collectible or like clear all the trophies, like sometimes are, but mostly are not popping.
Hey, you know what? Now that I realize it, I'm not getting any trophies in that game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have, like, any. I have, like, 2.
Yeah.
Where are they going?
I don't know.
I feel like that's the 3rd time. Anyway, yeah, I didn't get to play Life is Strange episode 1 like I wanted to.
I know, we were both... Again, said we were going to do a lot of stuff and didn't do any of it.
We don't even have it on the PlayStation 4. I didn't even purchase it.
Nope, haven't even
I really want to play it. I thought it was coming out on Vita, so I brought my Vita to work.
And you were like, yep, gonna do it. Gonna get on that. Nope.
It's not on Vita.
Know what I played a little bit of, actually?
What?
On the Vita, for PlayStation Plus this month, is this, what is it called? Like, Finnick and something.
Oh.
Something in Finnick. Basically, you're a little boy and he has a robot fox thing, and you have this gun.
Isn't it some
Felix and Finnick or some shit like that?
No, something in Fennec.
Yeah. Is that what I'm saying?
You're saying Finnick.
Oh.
Like Finnick O'Dare from the Hunger Games.
Oh, whatever. I don't know.
It's Fennec, like a fox.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the name of the fucking game is.
Clearly.
But it's cool. It's like this platformer that you have this gun and you can either shoot blocks out with the gun or use the gun to project, like, as like a propulsion system to like shoot you forward. So you can use it to like double jump up, like shoot yourself up onto platforms, and it's cool. It's neat. And then the robot does stuff. I just haven't really figured it out because I only played for a second.
Okay, fair enough.
But it seemed cool, and that's free on PlayStation Plus, which if you own a PlayStation and don't have PlayStation Plus, I really don't understand what you're doing. I don't get it.
4K?
Yeah. And if people's argument is like, well, I don't want to spend $50 or whatever on PlayStation Plus because I can spend that $50 on a game. Do you know how many fucking games you get with PlayStation Plus?
So many. Transistor was free this month.
Right, and that game was so good. Like,
yeah, I was nominated for Game of the Year.
Right, and that game was $20 or $15 when it came out. And, like, you know, you get all these games over the course of the year that, like, yeah, maybe they're not new releases, but, like, you don't... It's awesome because you don't get to play everything always when it first comes out. Like, there's not enough time to play everything. So it kind of is like a reminder, like, hey, you might have missed this, and it's free, so play it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I never could recommend that enough.
PS Plus.
Yeah. Like I really don't understand how the attach rate for like PlayStation owners to PlayStation Plus users like isn't 100%. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, me either.
But I don't know. Yeah, so Phoenix or whatever the
Fennec.
fuck. Flippo.
Okay. I just want to take a moment.
Oh boy. Fucking A.
Talking a lot about One Tree Hill, but I also watched another show while you were asleep. Or no, I was... At
work.
I wasn't at work. You were at work and I was here.
Okay.
Because I closed. And I couldn't watch any more One Tree Hill because...
If you watch it without me, I'll actually commit a murder.
Yeah, because Nick won't let me get further than him. So I had been listening to NPR the day before per usual in the car, and they had a little segment from a director talking about his television show that's not necessarily new, but it's not super popular here. And they explained it as a modern day Twilight Zone. I said, that's really cool. I love the Twilight Zone, like a lot. And I love sci-fi, like...
Hey, these are things that sound like I would like them.
I love sci-fi, like a lot. It's my favorite, probably my favorite genre of television movies. Good sci-fi too, not fucking bad sci-fi. I mean, I like the cheesy, like the Sci-Fi Channel original movies. Before Sharknado, I watched them.
That was actually something that I like when we first started dating. You were like, we have to watch these. And I was like, why the fuck are you making me watch these? You legitimately have always been into those fucking weird movies.
Love them. Remind me of my nanner. But So I was like, that's cool. I'll check it out one day. So I hit play, and the first episode is really cool. It's a little eerie, very strange. And I'm like, wow, that was really good. Like, and I wasn't sure. I was like, so are they just going to continue this one storyline? And so I go on to the next episode. It's an entirely different story. So it is like the Twilight Zone. In that respect, where...
little contained stories.
Right, contained stories within each episode. And they just got better and better and better as I was watching. And before I knew it, I had watched 4 episodes, which is like 4 hours. And I was like, holy shit. This show is not nearly as popular as it should be. It's amazing.
Big fan.
Huge fan.
Whoa!
Huge fan. The acting is on point. Whereas, like, you know, it's not always...
Is it the same, like, cast of people playing different roles and stuff?
No.
Oh, that would have been
there
so
are
badass.
recurring
yeah.
actors. But there are also... new actors.
Ones that only show up once or twice.
Yeah. It just kind of depends on the story. Like, Haley Atwell, the woman who plays Peggy Carter, is in an episode.
Peggy Sue?
No. And I don't believe she's on any other episodes. The other thing is that, I don't know about season 2, but season 1 is only 3 episodes long. It's a very British thing.
What, like short seasons, long episodes?
Yeah, because this is a British show. Yeah. Your hair.
It's perfect. Just keep...
something else.
Keep the train moving.
But really, like, I can't express enough love for that show. I think that everybody needs to be watching it. It is so cool. It's not safe for work.
No?
No. NSFW. Boobs.
There's a titty?
There are a couple.
2 titties.
By the way, Haley Atwell has great tits.
They show them on that?
Not naked, but even in a bra, she has great tits. An excellent body.
An excellent set of boobs.
And body. She is something else.
All right.
That PC.
I do want to check it out. I just like this. It kind of goes back to the consuming too much at once thing.
Yeah.
I can't like do the like 4 shows at once thing. Like,
luckily, I mean, this is one of those things that you don't have to. You could pick any episode and watch it.
I know, but because of like the way that my brain operates,
you'll watch all of them.
Right.
And then we'll be stuck behind on One Tree Hill.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, it was really good. So you should all watch it. It's on Netflix. Better Call Saul premiered last night.
You just slept through half of it.
That's because it was boring.
I don't know about it. I mean, like, I admittedly don't love Breaking Bad.
It's a great show.
I like it. I don't love it.
If you stuck
I don't know what I like, to be honest.
I think if you stuck with it, you would have liked it.
I mean, I watched most of it.
You missed a good chunk of it.
Whatever. Anyway, this Saul show, I don't know about it either. I feel like in the first episode, it didn't really give me enough of what to expect from the show.
Another episode airs tonight.
Well, maybe after that, we'll have a better idea.
Maybe. It was, I was expecting to be entertained.
Oh, excuse me. Holy
I didn't even
moly.
laugh.
Yeah, and that's what I said when the episode first started. I was like, I'm interested to see what the tone of this show is, and I still don't really know.
I don't know. I was on it because Saul Goodman is such a...
Well, on Breaking Bad, he was kind of the comic relief, or
right.
He brought comic relief. He wasn't necessarily the comic, but he brought it. And in this, it's just like depressing, kind of.
Like he's depressing.
Yeah. But obviously, like, the show's about his transformation and, like...
I guess. I don't know.
And how he gets to where he is.
In Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but...
it wasn't enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously, I want to give it one more shot. So
yeah.
I'll watch, like, the next episode or 2. But we'll see what happens with that show.
Yeah, but Girl Meets World caught my attention more than Better Call Saul.
You watched it?
No, I mean the first episode.
Oh, right. I was
and
like,
it was
what
half
the
time.
No,
I ain't paying for that. You got the season pass.
That's right.
But yeah, I don't know. It didn't do its job, I don't think. So I'm already unimpressed.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All righty then.
Okay.
We have some trailers to talk about.
Trailers.
First one.
Yeah.
That I want to talk about. I don't know if you've watched it or not. The Poltergeist trailer came out.
I saw that it went up, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's fucking terrifying.
What?
The trailer is honestly, I had chills at work in the middle of the day.
I don't want to watch it because I'm a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to sleep for like 3 days.
Oh my God. It was a good trailer. And it looks like they're trying to hold very true.
I thought you had told me that. Oh,
Some
excuse me.
bullshit
Jesus, I can't stop yawning.
Yeah, it was. Someone said it was more of a kids movie.
Yeah, what the fuck?
More of like a children's action movie. That was a scary trailer. The clown dummy, which is iconic to Poltergeist 1.
Poultrygeist.
Which is a great movie, Poltergeist.
I knew you were gonna go on a tear about that.
I fucking love Poltergeist. God.
Anyway. Poltergeist.
Yeah, so the trailer was really good. It's by the guy who directed the Evil Dead remake.
Which we liked.
Yeah. I did like it. But this trailer was actually really scary. I was very unsettled. Jumped a lot.
How long is it?
The trailer?
Yeah.
It's a decent length trailer.
Long enough that you jumped a lot.
Yeah, well, they gave away. I mean, they had all of the iconic scenes. Like the tree and the...
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to get people on board, so...
I'm still not on board because I still don't think we need remakes of all of these great horror movies.
I was going to say, right, there was nothing wrong with the like, just leave
the first 3.
Yeah, all right, well.
Number 2 is a good one. The one with all the chairs.
I love that chair movie.
Number 2's good. Okay. He peels his face off in the mirror.
What else is... Oh, Hannibal. When there's some face peeling, or in Silence of the Lambs, or in anything.
Well, yeah, he's on acid and he cuts his face with glass.
Yeah.
Daredevil trailer for the Netflix.
Now, you asked me if I watched this, and I think I watched it.
Okay.
I think I did. Start talking about it, and I'll let you know if I watched it.
Okay. Well, it's like... He's in therapy, explaining that, like... therapy? No. Like a confessional.
So, I watched this.
Is that what it's called? A confessional?
Yes, it's a confessional. Right, he is. He's sitting in the confessional, and he's like, not for something that he has done, but something that he's going to do or something.
Right.
And basically how, like, someone has to do something because there's a lot of bullshit. I just want to make
my city a better place.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And it's him basically, like... walking around. First of all, he looks fantastic. Like, with his, like, red circle-rimmed glasses and the cane.
Yeah.
Very cool. He looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, he wears the, like, black, like, almost Iron Fist getup.
Right, the, like...
looks like Iron Fist,
right,
but black.
But black, all black. Now, I wonder, obviously, by the end of it, he'll be wearing...
I think they already revealed the actual costume.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I think that's just, like, a, like...
in training.
Yeah, like
type thing.
Christopher Nolan Batman.
Right, when he first goes out, it's like a ski mask.
Ski mask, and he looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Similar thing, I think, but it was fucking badass.
It looks sick.
Yeah, like the all black. That was pretty cool.
I mean, and a lot of people with these Netflix has pretty much proven that they are willing to spend the money to make top-notch product.
Right.
So if that was ever a concern, that like it would be, you know, kind of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of like
they don't take enough risks.
Well, but I mean the budget it's clearly like on a budget.
Yeah, you know, they don't take enough risks with that budget.
Right. And it's kind of like you almost like you expected the show to be like all these Marvel movies, but a television show.
Yeah, and it doesn't even scratch the surface.
Right, but
that's why I think Agent Carter is automatically a better show. You can tell that they want to take more risks.
Right, okay. But the Daredevil, like, if they continue, obviously, which they will because it's all part of the same, like, Defenders miniseries thing, it looks awesome. Like,
very
visually
appealing.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to see more.
Yeah, Josh, if you want to know more, the Breaking the Fourth Wall #4, which my fault that it was posted so late.
Yep.
That is up.
Is that what it's about?
And that's what it's about. Yeah.
All right. So this3dlife.wordpress.com.
Doing good. That's it.
That's it? All right. I was making sure. Yes, it's there. Go read it.
Yeah, but so he wrote about that and the news that the Deadpool movie is PG-13.
Boo! That's so fucking bad.
Yeah. Well, Josh had some good points that it could still be.
I mean, it could be.
We'll see.
But by limiting,
I honestly never thought that they would make it R.
I know,
because you're limiting your audience.
Right.
So while I agree that I would have wanted it to be R, because I mean, let's face it, Kick-Ass is one of the goriest comics based on violence and blood and everything. That got an R rating. That's not nearly enough.
The cover of like issue 2 or something is like him like in a giant pool of his own blood, like all beat up.
That movie's not nearly gory enough, and that had an R rating. So stick that in your pipe. I'm just saying that an R rating doesn't always fix the problem. Anyway, continuing on with Netflix shows, we have this.
Wait, I saw you you put your hands up like you were about to cast a spell, and nothing came out.
No, this is still a rumor. I would like to. Everyone keeps saying they're doing this, and that is not confirmed. It is still rumored.
Well, I think a lot of it's the headlines keep saying they're doing this because headlines.
No, I'm reading a lot of people saying it as well. More so the people. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. Personal problems. Anyway, a live action Zelda series.
Me and you stand divided on this.
Yes, we do stand divided on this. Now, I would like to start off by saying
that... And because of that, I can't marry you.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Take it easy there, Haas. We've got 6 months.
Yeah, well, now you got forever alone.
Wow. Oh, okay. Link never talks.
Okay, no, you didn't even announce what it is.
Yes, I did. I said a live action Zelda series.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
What is it?
Clearly don't listen to me.
I don't. I think it'd be fucking sick.
See, I'm it's not that I don't want it, I just don't have high hopes for
correct.
it.
Link doesn't talk, but in a live action show, he fucking will. And that'll be that.
But what do you base it off of?
A guy who's good at delivering his lines.
Yeah, but what kind of is he angry?
No.
Is he happy?
He's the hero of time.
Right, but he's like, oh, this girl that I'm like, have this really weird boy crush on, but I'll never tell her I love her. She gets kidnapped and I have to save Hyrule.
Well, it's different every time. I mean, it depends.
This weird pirate that's dressed up like a boy, but it's clearly a girl.
That's Wind Waker. I mean, obviously it depends what they do with it and like what the plan is. But I'm like, I totally, there's so much cool shit in Zelda. Like I'm totally on board.
I'm just worried about it is all. It's not that I don't. I'm just.
I mean, you can be worried about anything that like is.
I'm more worried about this than anything else.
Why?
Because
why so invested?
I just
let it go. Just like if it sucks, don't watch it. If it's good, cool.
I just don't know. Well, because I don't know. I just
look at it this way: if it's good, Nintendo and Netflix could have a really fucking cool partnership, and we could see a fucking Metroid show, and we could see like all these fucking cool things.
They should
know
make
what I mean?
a Metroid show.
Yeah, that would be fucking badass.
Well, I mean, this is only going to feed into feminist fury.
You don't know. What if they make Zelda like cool Zelda like in
She's cool in every fucking game.
She is. Some games are less.
Like Twilight Princess, she's not as cool. But then you have fucking, what do they call her? The possessed Zelda, and she's badass as fuck. She's one of the hardest bosses in any Zelda game.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it really depends what they do with it. Like, they could go anyway with it. You know, there's like so much there. Yeah. Or they could come up with an all new. You know what I mean?
This, like I said, though, this isn't. Netflix refused to comment.
Netflix and Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah.
And Nintendo.
Yeah.
Wow.
But refusing to comment from both parties kind of is leading.
What if they were like, shit, why didn't I think of that
No,
already?
I think it was one of those, we didn't want that information leaked yet.
Well, it sounds like someone from Wall Street Journal leaked it.
Right.
Someone quote from the IGN article written by Brian Albert, quote, a person familiar with the matter, saying Netflix described the show as, quote, Game of Thrones for a family audience.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is not family oriented.
Right. But that's what they're saying they would do with Zelda, is make it, which would be badass.
Yeah. I don't know. I have fears of it, and why do I care? Because I care a lot about Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, but like I said, like if it sucks, whatever. Like whatever, just don't watch it.
Yeah, but it just leaves room. Like then, a good one is never going to be made.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I never thought that one would be made anyway. So like, if one gets made, that's better than none,
I guess.
And if it sucks, then we're back to where we were, which was none. You know what I mean?
Nunzio. Okay, moving on. Friday the 13th video game.
Another one?
Yeah. Now,
I hope it's just like exactly the same as the one that was on like NES.
Well, this one, okay, I'm a little confused on it. Now, the original release date for this game was October 2015. Now people are saying it's coming out this summer, and it's part of what appears to be a series. And now I don't know if it's like an episodic series, almost similar to Telltale or Life is Strange, or if it's like we're going to release a lot of full-length games.
If I was to guess, it would be episodic. It'll be like an episodic installment thing of this Friday the 13th, whatever.
It's not all Friday. Okay. The game is called Slasher Volume 1 Summer Camp. So are they making an episodic game franchise that each episode is a different slasher film?
That would be cool.
That would be really cool. I would really appreciate that, somebody.
Yeah, but it depends how it's played.
Right. Well, okay, so word on the street has it that Summer Camp, the first volume of Slasher, will be playable similar to Evolve.
Okay.
Where it pits 6 campers, 6 or 7 summer campers against Jason Voorhees.
All right.
And they have to, survive and not die.
Yeah, that could be neat.
Yeah. I mean, I love slasher films. So Friday the 13th isn't my favorite. But if that means I could get a Nightmare on Elm Street, I will take it. Yeah. The original Jason Voorhees will be playing himself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Kane is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Savini, who is, like, if you don't know special effects or anything, he is, like, the special effects guy. Like, he worked on the Friday the 13th movies. He is working on the project. Acclaimed Hollywood composer Harry Manfredini, who composed the Friday the 13th score, is on board for the soundtrack. There's a teaser trailer that's really quite cool. It takes you through the camp, and it's at the end, it's like summer camp. And then they redo the like summer camp screen, and it's like a start menu, and they take you through the camp again quicker with like video game graphics.
Oh, like in-game or cinematic graphics or some sort of graphic.
Yeah.
In engine.
There you go. It was a cool trailer though, so I hope it's cool because I have high hopes for that. But who knows? We'll see. I don't have high hopes for anything nowadays. Okay. Charlie Hunnam was just cast in a movie as a role that was originally given to Brad Pitt and then followed by Benedict Cumberbatch. So for Charlie Hunnam to pick up the pieces after these two, impressive.
What is it?
The Lost City of Z, which was a book. Very popular book that I did not read.
About?
Okay. A British colonial who disappeared in the 1920s while searching for a mythical city in the Amazon jungles of Brazil that he believed he discovered on a prior expedition. So it's like The River,
right.
the TV show, but a movie.
Maybe the show was loosely based on.
It might have been.
Or inspired.
Yeah. Great show.
That was a good show. I really wish Netflix picked it up for a second season.
Yeah, they should have. That was a great show.
It's a cool show.
They should also pick up Jericho.
I know.
For a third season. Robert Pattinson also has a lead role in the film. Same with Sienna Miller, who was in American Sniper. I don't know. I don't know. I just love Charlie Hunnam's acting.
You just love him, so just
I do love him, but I actually like him as an actor.
Yeah.
I liked him in Pacific Rim. I thought he was the best part of that movie.
Pacific Rim job.
Yeah. We have this movie that we just bought because it had a good cast and he was the star. Mm-hmm. And that was actually
it was all right movie.
Frankie Go Boom.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was a pretty funny movie. He was on the show on
It was
Classified.
like, what was it, like $4.99 or something, like in a bin? And we were like, wow, this is like a pretty good cast in this movie. Let's check it out.
It's a great cast. I forget who else is in it, but it's like an all-star cast. So we were like, wow, this is funny. Anyway, but I'm glad that he's getting things.
Yeah.
Because he was originally cast as the lead character in 50 Shades of Grey.
Did he back out? Or
he backed out.
He
backed out. He thought it would ruin his career.
That movie is going to make a fuck ton of money.
Not that he wouldn't make money.
No.
Image.
Oh no. Yeah.
It would have ruined his image.
Yeah. I don't know how well it's going to do for resumes, but they're going to make a ton of money.
Right. Like Robert Pattinson regrets being in Twilight.
Yeah, but he's
a great actor.
Every
other movie he's ever been in, I love him. I also like the Twilight movies. Kill me.
Who directed those movies? Because I feel like the director of those movies
is more at fault.
Yeah, well, it's just like a lot of just stare off blankly. This isn't a video, so you can't see me staring off blankly.
Look as dumb.
But if you listen really hard, you can hear me staring off blankly. I don't know.
It's sad. Okay, this is interesting.
Is it actually?
I believe it is. Okay, so this is the IGN article, written by Luke Carmali. Sorry. Headline: League of Legends tournament removes LGBT restrictions after backlash.
What do you mean? There was restrictions?
Yes. Okay.
About no gay people are allowed to play the game?
On the all-feminine tournament. First of all, they're not a mixed gender tournament anyway.
Only girls, only boys.
Right.
It's like Little League.
Okay, let me see if I can find the quote. Okay. Okay. On this angle, we always want to make sure we are able to have an inclusive environment where no one feels left out, and of course, for everybody to enjoy. On this angle, we believed that allowing more to be eligible to join us is obviously the answer, and as many of our female teams have expressed, lesbian, gay, transgendered women members are their friends too. Weird. On the other hand,
I don't get it.
For any competitions, we seriously look at ensuring there's a fair level playing field for all participants. And there are arguments and concerns from other participants who dispute that lesbian, gay, transgendered women members may probably have some unfair advantage.
Well, it makes sense.
What's the advantage?
Well,
that they may or may not have a penis, or that they're not interested in penis?
Well, by having a penis,
that makes you better?
It makes you better at video games.
Right. That's basically what they're saying.
There's a secret button that only a dick can push. And it's the win button. No, actually, in all seriousness, this article is offensive. Or the
article's not offensive. I mean,
what was,
because the article goes on to say League of Legends developer Riot Games wasn't happy, tweeting, LGBT players are welcome at all official LOL tournaments. We're working with partners to ensure consistency with our values across all regions. By the way, this is a Filipino tournament.
Oh.
That doesn't change anything. It's a League of Legends tournament, regardless. I'm sure there will be people that aren't from the Philippines participating.
Whatever rule, whoever's running these things where that's a rule, that is so offensive.
Wildly offensive. Lesbian, gay, transgendered women members may probably have some unfair advantage. That's also really bad grammar.
Well,
they may probably.
They mayhaps not
potentially
definitely could have all the advantage by having dick and balls and boobs.
Or like
or dislike those things.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, fuck you. That's so fucked up.
Oh, fuck you.
It's so annoying. I just like how Riot Games responded.
Was like, honestly. Like, no.
That's not okay. I mean, it's widely renowned as one of the most discriminatory games.
I mean, like, have you ever, like...
Because of the
like,
players.
seen a chat box in one of those fucking games? It's
vicious.
Fucking insane.
But for a tournament to...
Yeah, I know. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's just... It's not that it's hard to believe, it's just disappointing to hear. Now, I have 2 stories, neither of which are important, both of which are awesome.
All right, do you want me to pick one or both?
No, I'm discussing both of them.
Okay.
I'm just giving a warning.
All right.
Okay. If you haven't heard by now, I don't know how you wouldn't have. So, ex-Power Ranger, Ricardo Medina Jr., he played, I forget what color.
Red.
Was he red? On Power Rangers Samurai and Power Rangers Wild Force. He stabbed and killed his roommate with a sword.
True baller.
Yeah.
A truest Power Ranger.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. And he's getting away with it.
What?
Power Ranger actor won't be charged in stabbing death.
Why?
They say it was self-defense.
Self-defense, huh?
Yeah, the initial report claimed the actor got into a fight with his housemate, which led to Sutter forcing his way into Medina's room. Where
God, I can't stop yelling. I'm sorry.
He was stabbed by a sword.
Here's what I have to say here. Self-defense, unless like someone has a gun in the situation, is usually like I punched them.
Right.
When you stab someone with a sword,
was the sword the first thing you reached for?
Also, does he have a display of swords?
How did he know which one to pick?
It's like, this one was perfect. Stab! Like, oh my God. That's so insane. Like, how many households have swords?
I don't know. We don't have nearly enough.
Like, because our sword count is 0.
That's not true. We have one.
A sword or a knife?
It's a sword. It's my grandpa's.
Where?
It's in the closet.
That's like a bayonet. That's not a sword.
It's a sword.
I imagine this thing.
That's a piece of history.
I imagine the sword that he stabbed him with being Sephiroth's like giant katana sword.
I was just gonna say, I thought it was the Master Sword.
Yeah,
that was a real story though. That happened a while ago.
Yeah, well, yeah. That was like, honestly. Do you want to know when we talked about that?
Like episode 4? No,
that was in a trial episode we did before the official first episode.
Oh, really?
Is when we talked about that.
Well, interesting.
Yep. So that actually, we never had that discussion on This 3D Life. It actually, that discussion was recorded when we had the original name.
Oh.
Yes. So like that's like already been like a while.
Wow, okay.
Less than a year though. About a year since a human being killed another human being with a video game sword.
Okay, fair enough.
But I imagine that he didn't stab him with the dinky bayonet that you're calling a sword. In the closet. I'm imagining that it's Sephiroth's giant
If that
katana.
sword doesn't kill you from penetration, it will kill you from tetanus.
You really were trying to not go for penetration there?
I didn't know what else I could
how
say.
do I go with
any other one?
Okay, so that's your first, is that a Power Ranger killed someone with Sephiroth's katana.
Second one, I'll just start off with the quote. Henry Damon, 37, had already had several subdermal implants on his forehead before having part of his nose removed in order to achieve the right Marvel Madman look. Despite the drastic surgery, Mr. Damon from
So he doesn't have a nose?
Yeah, no. from Caracas, Venezuela, is getting ready to take it even further to fulfill his dream. The married father, who now calls himself Red Skull, also tattooed his eyeballs black before adding red and black face tattoos to look like the comic book villain.
He's turning himself into the Red Skull.
Yes.
Is there a picture?
I have a picture. Well,
I don't really want to see it. I'm so I don't
think
see
he really looks like him.
Oh, God. Well, he doesn't have a nose. Don't show me. All right, show me. No, don't. Okay, show me. First of all, he doesn't look... Do you want to know who he looks like?
Who? The Boogeyman?
No.
Yeah.
No, you want to know who he kind of looks like?
Who?
Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit. That's who he kind of looks like.
All right, fair enough. I'll take it.
He doesn't really look like the Red. Sorry, you failed, and you just look like a freakazoid with no nose.
Yeah, he doesn't look very good.
He looks closer to Hellboy then.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway, is there anything else to the story?
No, he just wants to look like the Red Skull, and that's fucked up.
It is a little fucked up.
Chill out.
All right,
do something else with your life.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I got all the stuff that comes out this week.
Well, let me hear about it.
Okay, well, we'll start at the beginning of the week. Tomorrow, or the day that this gets posted. Tuesday. Evolve. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you get this game on PlayStation 4, I would like to play it with a group of people I know. Don't like playing with strangers.
But if you're this person listening, you're not a stranger.
No, you know me much better than the other people on PlayStation Network.
But that's what I'm clarifying here.
Oh. No, none of you are strangers to me.
Right. There you go.
My PSN is just Shauna O.
Just. No X?
No.
Good for you. What else?
Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Edition on the 3DS.
Half interested, but I feel like it's going to be one of those things that I get and then don't play. So,
Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask on 3DS.
I want that.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a 3DS. So.
Never enough for you. Get you the Pink Vita all the way from the land of Jap.
I love the Pink Vita.
All right, what else?
Movies.
Wormwood
Road of the Dead. It's a horror movie.
It's a great name.
You like that?
It's a good name.
Yeah, it's a good name. It looks interesting.
Don't look at it. View it.
It will not come anywhere near us. I don't know if it's going straight to VOD or anything.
What about straight to POD? Welcome to Southtown.
I want to know how many times in the last 2 weeks you've made that reference.
Well, anytime Steve's
Did you
here,
guys make that reference on last week's podcast?
we might have.
Okay, moving on. What We Do in the Shadows, it's a comedy. I don't know much about it other than the fact that a lot of people are saying it's their favorite movie so far this year.
Okay.
The year has just begun, folks. And then the ever so alluring 50 Shades of Grey comes out.
I don't want to see that, by the way, so if you're going to see it, going alone.
But really honestly don't care to see it. I read those books, and
I feel like, though, it's going to be one of those things where people are like, well, you got to go see it, you got to check it out. But I'm, trying not to, feed into the...
I mean, it's not to say I will never watch this movie. It's just I will not go see it in theaters with a bunch of women. I don't like people.
All right. Okay. Enough. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add? Anything at all?
No.
All right. Well, I guess that's been this 3DLife episode number 45. Make sure to go over to Twitter. Follow us there at This3DLife. You can follow Shauna at xShaunaO. Follow me at iSalsaShark.
Like the YouTube.
Yep. Make sure to find us on YouTube, This3DLife. Make sure to go to WordPress or This3DLife.wordpress.com to read all the articles. But if you follow us on Twitter, just at This3DLife, just go there. And on Facebook, I guess we're on Facebook.
Yeah, you can like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook. You'll get everything goes there. You just see it. And that way you don't have to go to all the different places. You go to the one place and there'll be links. You just click on them.
We're working on getting it all at one place.
Everything should be on one place soon, and I'm going to get yelled at. But
damn hosting site.
But other than that, I guess you can just say goodbye, Shauna.
Goodbye, Shauna.